Hey guys, we're here getting ready for the show. It's Monday, right? It's Monday. Crazy weekend. We've been having some really bizarre weather here in the great Northwest, Pacific Northwest. Tornado warnings and craziness and hail and rain and wind. And I tell my wife about it. She's out of town right now. She's thinking I'm crazy, but no, it's been crazy weather. So anyway, not that bad, but bad enough to be kind of like, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Tornado warning.
Tornado warnings. Tornadoes. Anyway, what are we talking about tonight? Oh, I went and saw Doctor Strange over the weekend. And I may talk about some other things that I saw on the show later on. I don't want to give away anything. Tonight, I'm not really, people always say, you give away spoilers. I don't think I'm giving away any spoilers. I'm just kind of describing that it's a metaphor. And I'm only going to dwell on the metaphor for about maybe 5 or 6 minutes just to set things off. I'm couching and jumping off point for what I'm about to talk about. There was a meeting that happened with Bill Gates. It's called 92nd Street Y, is what it was called, where he talked with, is it Fareed Zakaria? He had an interview with him. And he was talking about how all of the things that we've talked about the Pfizer leaks. He talked about that they were totally wrong about COVID and certain things about COVID that we already said on the show, and many people said on the show that got them deplatformed or otherwise investigated or shut down. All the things that he was talking about is what we've talked about the disease only having a low mortality rate, low fatality rate, and that it only affected the elderly and those with comorbidities. It didn't affect too many people, and those who got it would survive. They could do it without a vaccine, saying the vaccine was like 12% effective, that there are going to be, probably in the next few years, there's going to be a number of side effects that we're going to have to deal with. So it's kind of like, hey, we've been led around here, and when are you going to wake up and realize that they're lying to you? When are you going to wake up and realize that they're organizing disinformation truth organizations because they want to be able to continue their lives. They want to be able to control the narrative. So a lot of predictive programming, a lot of what I call multiverse directing, actually. So a lot of things to talk about as we talk tonight about Doctor Strange and the multiverse of Marxism. Yeah, that's right. Tonight, also tune in and please listen to how you can listen to the program. A lot of people talking about how in some markets we've been taken away, and that's because we switched networks. When networks are switched, other networks step in and they just want to take you off the air and say, hey, we got this. We want to play you 24 hours of George Norrie, and the program director goes, okay. That's what they do. And so we work with another company now, and they're going to put us on in places where we're very excited, and they're working hard to get us on in other places. So if you can't find us on the radio, listen to us on your phone, listen to us on your computer, listen to us. A lot of people are listening on their phones because we've got such great stuff. We've got TalkStreamLive.com and Aftermath.media. You can listen to tons of shows while you're working, when you want to. People listen on their trips and they say, wow, I did this cross-country trip listening to Ground Zero. I got in, two shows, and I was in my destination. It felt like I was flying by. So, it's entertainment, it's information, it's everything you need. Just go to Aftermath.media, sign up. It's a great investment, and it's a great investment in the show to keep us going and keep us doing our shows while we're dealing with networks and dealing with network competition. And believe me, it's a difficult world out there to fight for your position when you got plenty of networks with a lot of money that are going around, convincing people that, you got this show, why do you have this show? Or we want to have this show and that show. That's how it's done. And sometimes people who are independent don't always get the first spot. They get some other spot. But we are changing that. We're doing our best now. So please subscribe to Aftermath.media. You can also get merchandise, groundzeromerch.com. And remember, right now, the more I look at the food chain, the more I look at the way things are, how expensive things are, it's best you get yourself some food supply. So go to preparewithgroundzero.com. Go now and get some stuff because it's important that you do it. I'm glad I have food in my house because this weekend I didn't go anywhere. I was able to eat and not have to buy anything. And it was good because I just right now money's tight. Janine and Liam are out of town, so it's just it's just good to know that we have something to fall back on when we don't have enough money to go out and eat extravagantly or do something crazy with our money. So anyway, thank you for joining us today, and be sure to join us tonight, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Friday Pacific time. We'll see you there on Ground Zero.